Hey everybody, Sam here, and time for your Friday the 13th collective reading. Collective won't resonate for everybody. Please take what does, leave the rest. I normally say that they're timeless, but considering that this is for a specific day, why not? And so many people have a superstition when it comes to Friday the 13th. And, to each their own, no judging. But in all honesty, it's not a bad day. Like, can I sit here and spit out all the knowledge? No. But I can tell you by my own feelings, by the things that I have heard and read, it's not. Honestly, from what I do understand, it was kind of like, okay, that one, okay. It was kind of like a man-made superstition to kind of lock down goddesses or something like that. I don't know. If you have the knowledge on that, please put it in the comments because I would love to hear it. I read things, but I don't always obtain all the knowledge. So, here we are. So, hey, happy Friday. We're in the middle of, where are we? February. My birthday's coming up. Hey. Let's see, what else is going on? Saturn just moved out of Pisces today. Whew. Yay. Sorry for the Aries that it's going into, but I feel like Aries is going to handle that pretty well. Let's see, what else? Venus is in Pisces right now. So, okay, we're full of emotion and all of that. And Venus is all about love, So, but what I'm feeling is like this is love for self. Love for self. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So, again, this is your Friday the 13th reading. So, today is February 13th, 2026. All right, here we go. Ooh, the Empress, she's starting us off. All right. Well, I feel like some of us are going to have like a really, when it comes to this day in particular, some ideas are going to be birthing today. Some things are going to come to light. You're going to feel like, wow, like I'm so glad that this is finally happening. And if it's not actually being birthed today, I feel like the seed is being planted for it. Yeah. With this Page of Wands, it's all about your creativity, your spark. There's something that you really are creating, and I love this for you. With the World card, yeah, you're ending out a cycle, which makes sense because Saturn just left Pisces, But you're ending out a cycle and starting something new. So this makes sense why the Empress would be either birthing or planting a seed to birth later on. But yes, this cycle is ending in, for any of you that feel like you're leaving a cycle, congratulations. I'm proud of you. Keep moving forward. Yeah, this Knight of Pentacles, it feels like the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, right? Slow and steady wins the race. And I feel like for those of you that have really been like, man, I can't wait for this to be over, it has moved at a very slow pace for you. But let's just take it back a couple steps and think about, yes, you wanted this cycle to end. Yes, you were like, oh, speed it up, speed it up. But what have you learned? What have you learned? What have you gained in this, right? Have you learned how to hold boundaries? Have you learned how to speak up for yourself? Have you gained knowledge about yourself or others? Ask yourself these questions. Yeah, here we go. The Hanged Man. It's all about having a different perspective and getting enlightened. So, yeah, what have you learned, right? With this Six of Cups, does this have something to do, excuse me, a couple messages coming through with this one. With the Six of Cups, does this have something to do with like a past soulmate, a twin flame, someone from your past, just family in general? Is it just you integrating with your old self, your past self? And I know some of you are like, what do you mean old self, past self, Sam? Well, think about it. Are you the same person you were? Are you the same person today that you were when you were 5? Are you the same person that you are you the same person today that you were when you were 12, 18, 22, whatever, you know? So maybe that's part of it. Maybe you're getting enlightened from some past stuff like, oh man, this happened because of this, because of this, because of this. Right? It happens to me all the time. Look, and then we have the Knight of Wands. Yes, so the Page of Wands was all about the idea, the creativity. Here we go. Now we have the Knight of Wands, which is action. It's like, okay, I've been enlightened. I've ended this cycle. You know, things were moving slow. I'm healing. I'm doing all this stuff. Boom. Now we're going to put everything into action. This is the seed. This is what's going to be birthed. This is it. Because, again, Knights are about action. And the Knight of Wands is all about creativity, compassion, passion, fiery, getting shit done. Okay. And then there, yeah, you're getting things done because now we have the Five of Cups in reverse. And the Five of Cups upright is the person literally crying over spilt milk because of the things that they wish that they had or the things that they used to have. But if she would just turn her head and see these two cups right here that are filled with the future to get you there, that's where you're going. You're getting out of that. You're done crying over the spilled milk. You're done with whatever this was in the past. And the past could be yesterday. Okay? So, what do we got? You have life is better together. I feel, of course I didn't read this part, but I feel like this is like, for those of you that are in a relationship, yes, life is better together. For those of you not in a relationship, this is life is better together, like you, your higher self, your spiritual self. Like now that you have ended this cycle and you can focus on you, that's what I get with that. This says, seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. Yeah, if you're feeling a little stuck somewhere, reach out to somebody. Look beyond the surface. Yeah, this is all about that digging deep, finding like what did you learn over your life, right? Just exactly what I was saying. Again, what did it say? Look beyond the surface. Yeah, you just gotta be, it says, avoid becoming distracted by surface issues. Focus on the underlying motivation. Cause or beauty in a situation. Seek ways to bring depth to your world. Yeah, okay. Ooh, card number 33. Let your personality shine. Yeah, now that you've figured this all out, and you're like, wow, I did gain this and I did gain that, and now this cycle, this whole new cycle is starting for me. I'm going to start out fresh. Let your personality shine. Do it. I just heard him like, do it. Blend into the environment. You know, I don't know if I agree with this. Blend into the environment. We're not meant to blend and walk the same path of all the mundane. We're not Stepford wives or whatever you call that. We're meant to be, oh my God, when I said that, all I seen was like Edward Scissorhands where all the houses are painted the same and all of that. Yeah, we're not, no. We need to be Edward, right? So mystical, so, obscure to where it's like people are like, what? Like that. I feel like this contradicts the let your personality shine. Oh my gosh, I'm almost out of time. I gotta hurry. The gift of neutrality. Yeah, sometimes you have to be neutral in certain things. Pick and choose your battles is what I'm hearing with that. And it says safe and surrounded by love. Yes. Your spirit team, your guides, your angels, your passed over loved ones are all looking over you. Again, happy Friday the 13th, everybody. I love you guys. See you next time.